see it coming up my road, and it wasn't a very tall tornado, but it was like twisting and like kind of, there were boards flying everywhere, and there was like a spark of electricity because the power, something that was electrical blew up. And then I ran into the house and I grabbed my daughter, and we only have one room in our whole house that isn't like on an outside wall. It's right in the middle of our house, and that's her bathroom. My daughter, the bathroom that she uses the most. We both got into the bathtub, and I could feel as that tornado, it was such an intense dream. I could feel as that tornado passed over our house, I could feel that like pressure kind of sucking at us from inside the house. It was very strange. It was a very intense dream, and then the tornado passed and we were all okay. And what's interesting is a couple of years ago I was staying on in a condo down in Long Beach. Do you guys know where that is in Washington? No, in Washington. It's in Washington. We have Long Beach in Washington. It's
I've
kind
been
of
there.
Southern, South Washington.
I've been there. My brother broke his arm there.
Oh, he did? So I was down there staying with a friend, and she was at a conference, and so she was the one who got the room. She's like, hey, you want to just come so that we can hang out when I'm not working? Like, sure. So I worked in there during the day and just read and watched TV and kind of had a relaxing weekend. Well, there was a tornado that morning. I was watching TV, and then all of a sudden that little ring came up on the screen, that little rainbow thing that's like a warning, a storm warning. And I thought, oh my gosh, what's going on? I looked at my cell phone, and there was an alert on my cell phone that said tornado warning. I'm like, I'm in Washington, right? I'm not in Kansas. So, and that was kind of interesting. I actually experienced a tornado. I looked out the window, and I could see the ocean, and it was pretty stormy and windy, and the birds were confused about which way they wanted to go. They'd fly this way, and then they go, I don't want to go that way, and they go that way instead. But they were, the birds were kind of informing me about the storm that was coming. And I didn't actually see the tornado, like the cyclone itself, but when I looked up at the sky, I could see the clouds rotating like this, instead of just blowing in one direction. I could see that it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in Washington, because I've never experienced tornadoes. So any kind of a storm, okay, if you've experienced any kind of a storm, and